Hi, in this video, I'm going to show you how to set your personal preferences in Quotestream. Setting up the streamer for your personalization and default settings. In the top left, you have the File option, and when you click File, you'll see the option of Preferences. When you click this, a new window is going to open up. There are some tabs, and we're going to start with the General tab, the double-click actions. So currently it's set when you double-click on a symbol in the portfolio or watchlist module, it's going to edit the symbol. In other modules, when you double-click on a symbol, it's going to propagate the symbol to other modules. You have many features, and you can change these to whatever you like. So you can change the portfolio watchlist module to propagate or open company research or other modules that are available in the dropdown. I'm going to first show you the propagate symbol to other modules, as I believe this is a nice way to increase efficiency when going through a list of stocks. So I'm going to change it to that and click close. And now if I double click on, say, Amazon here in my watch list under tech, it's going to populate in the other windows. I can go to Microsoft, and now we have a Microsoft chart, Microsoft News, and quote. We can go to Yelp, or we can go to Citigroup, and you can just cycle through. And it's a nice way to look at the chart, get a snapshot of the news, and any quote information that you might not have listed already in your watch list. If we go back to the preferences, and we were to change this to open the company research, and click close, we can double click, and that's going to open the company research module. And don't mind me, it's opening up on another screen because it usually opens up on the main screen. We will go through this further in another video. Right now, we're going to work on the customization. We go back to the preferences. We also have table settings. So there are some settings here. So if you want to show the change colors for all table columns, you can see right now Amazon is down. So it is showing red. But if we want it for change columns only, the rest are going to be white, and only the change column is going to be red or green if you're, Yelp today and it's up. You can also highlight any value change. So anytime it changes, it's going to have a little highlight there that you can see. So if we click on that, it's going to stop with the highlighting of each change back and forth. You can see the difference. There's also the ability to apply your font size to column headers, and you can edit here with the font size to the menu items as well. So this is, you can see in the top, column headers, it adjusted to my specific font, and to apply to the menu items as well up at the top. Other options in the General tab, the debug settings. This is more or less for debugging. If you have any issues, it helps with the information that you will see in the logs. And our support team will help you with this if it's ever needed on a rare occasion. And with exporting, you can, a text delimiter is how you separate the fields, and it could be comma, tab, or semicolon. And you can choose to include or headers or not. In the defaults tab, you can set your symbol defaults for what you want to open with any module. So whenever I open a new module, it's going to open up with Google. And the NetHouse symbol is going to be the Royal Bank in Canada. The NetHouse window will show you in another video. You can also set your defaults for market depth or level 2. This is for Canadian specific symbols, and you can pick and choose whether you want market by price, market by order, and market by broker. So these are pretty much anytime you open a new window or a new level 2 window or a new historical history window, new charts. What you set here is how it's going to be when you open it fresh. So that way, if you have a specific chart, say you always want to show a chart that has a 50-day moving average and a lower indicator of volume. And you always want it to be candlestick on a 1-year time frame with 1-day intervals. And you want it to these settings. When you click close, so now when you open up a new chart, advanced, it's going to open up with these settings. So you can see that's the one I have. So it has the exact same settings. So if you're creating lots of windows and you don't want to have to go through the process of setting things up every time, you can use the defaults tab there. Back to preferences. And there's also the options default, the option symbology. There's a short form and a standard option symbology. It's up to you. You can cycle through these and see what you like, as well as the market movers default. So if I were to open my market movers module right now, I would see New York Stock Exchange and the volume actives. If I change it to percent decliners on NASDAQ, then every time I opened a new market movers module, this would be the one that would open up. That doesn't mean it's the only one. You can still change it, but that would be the default that I have. The connectivity tab allows you the option to, rate the data if it's coming in. It's going to default to streaming. You can set it to up to 5 seconds delay. So that means it's going to refresh every 5 seconds. The proxy settings, for the most part, unless you're having, an issue with connection, and the rare occurrence that happens, our support team will be able to help you with that. In the hotkeys, this is a way to set up so that you can have a quick access to a window. So these are the defaults. And so if I click Control-Alt-R, it's going to open up company research, Control-Alt-A, charting, and you can change this to whichever you like. And so we've allowed you these options, and that's another thing to help with the customization and efficiency that the streaming software brings to your everyday trading and investing needs.
Thanks for watching our video. Please subscribe to our channel to see more of our tutorial videos.